Hi, it's Keith from Home Tone Fitness, and in today's video I'm going to go through 15 vitamin D health benefits. So starting with number 1, it boosts our immune system, so any chance that we get to do that is always a good thing. Try and keep those viruses at bay. Number 2, healthy strong bones. It's going to help us keep our bones nice and strong. Number 3, it increases muscle strength. So if you're into sort of like weight training and things like that, vitamin D helps to support the muscle strength, helps to improve your workout, so that's a great thing to have. Number 4, maintains a healthy heart. If it's going to help your heart, that can only be a good thing. Number 5, it improves sleep quality. Sleep quality is a really good thing to have because a lot of people can be deficient in their sleep, and that has a lot of knock-on sort of side effects as well, like things to do with our hormones and basically our cognitive function. We end up getting things like brain fog and things like that. It can also lead to diseases. The more you miss out on sleep, it can lead to poor health and stress in so many different ways. So that's a great thing that it would do to improve our sleep quality. So number 6, again with that muscle building, it helps in the testosterone production. So if we're trying to build muscle, that's exactly what we want, especially when we're trying to add on muscle mass. Okay, on to number 7, it improves our mood and regulates insulin. That's a good thing. It helps to improve our mood, much like training itself, like releases the endorphins in the brain and things like that. So anything that can help lift our mood and reduce our stress levels is always a good thing. And as far as the fact that it regulates insulin, that's good because it helps to keep the blood sugar stable and just consistent as we're going through the day instead of like the big spikes up and down. So on to number 8, it lowers the risk of cancer and type 2 diabetes. Lowering the risk of cancer, well, anything that does that has got to be a massive bonus. So as we know, cancer is one of the biggest killers out there. So if we can do anything to prevent that, then that's always a great thing. Number 9, it reduces inflammation. I have arthritis myself, so that's always going to be a good thing. And anybody though that sort of suffers with inflammation, that's not just in the joints, that can also be in your gut. So things for like your gut health, it's always going to be a good thing there. So on to number 10 is brain health and function. It's always going to be a good thing. Try and stop any memory loss and degenerative diseases which can come from a lack of vitamin D. On to number 11, it lowers high blood pressure. So for people who do suffer with their blood pressure, it's a really good one to try and get via foods. I am going to go through that later. So on to number 12, it helps with weight loss. So for those of you who are trying to lose weight and trying to lose body fat, it's a good thing to have. Vitamin D will help you with that. So on to number 13, it lowers stress and fights depression. So anything that can reduce our stress at the end of the day is always going to be a good thing. Yes, there is such a good thing as good stress, where we're trying to stress our body to then grow and get it to respond in certain ways. So certain stresses for both mental and physical is what we need. But you can have too much stress, as we all know, and we all like lead busy lives with families and things like that. So anytime we can sort of de-stress or have something to help lower the stress levels is always a good thing. So on to number 14, it reduces the risk of flu and other respiratory infections. You can have things like the flu jab, like some people do, but having vitamin D and making sure your levels are optimal, then that can also help to sort of like keep those viruses at bay. Going on to number 15, it lowers the risk of osteoporosis and multiple sclerosis. These are like bone wasting diseases and like muscle degenerative diseases and things like that. So this, as we get older, thinking about it now before you're getting into your old age, it's a good way to try and prevent that. So it doesn't mean it can stop it completely from happening, but if we can do anything to try and prevent something like that from happening, then why not do it? If you haven't done so already, then please do subscribe. I would really appreciate the support. To make this whole process worthwhile, it takes time to create the content and to get it out there for all of you. If you really do get value out of this, then please do, like I said, subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you in the next video.